Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody out there is doing really well. I'm going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Libra out there, so guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Libra, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Libra? Okay. All right, Libra, you're starting out with the Knight of Swords. You have the Chariot, and coming out together, you have the Two of Pentacles along with the Strength card. Nice energy here, Libra. I do feel like you have spoken your mind in a situation. You spoke truthfully, but it could have been a little harsh. There's definitely an energy here of you speaking your truth, though, and then moving forward. Yeah, moving right forward in a strong and very peaceful way. You're making decisions here. You're weighing up the pros and cons. Your energy, though, is extremely strong and extremely balanced. I feel like it's taken a lot for you to get to this energy where you're so balanced, but I do love this for you. Yeah, some of you are rising above the emotions and, creating balance, but it took a lot to get there. Let me see. And part of it was you being able to speak your truth and move forward. Some of you could even be physically moving or traveling this week. Let me see who's in your energy. I like your energy, though. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Four of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer sign. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person that's in your energy, I feel like they're kind of sitting around. They're thinking about you a lot. This person actually has a lot of feelings and emotions for you, but they have a tendency to become immersed in their emotions. And this is somebody who just sits and dwells, especially with regard to, anything emotional. It's almost like they don't want to deal with emotional things. It's like they want to kind of just put that behind them. So this is somebody who could very much hide their emotions, cover up their emotions. But they're wondering, they're sitting here thinking, does Libra love me? Does Libra have feelings for me? This is somebody who is, love drains this person is the energy I'm getting. I do feel like this is someone who is, looking at it and saying, what happened here? What happened to the chemistry? What happened? Why is everything not coming together? Why is it not gelling? But this is someone who also hides her feelings, hides her emotions, overthinks things, and doesn't properly invest. So let me see the energy between Libra and this person. Because you don't seem to be concerned with this person, or what's going on with them at all. All right, where's the energy? Show me the energy between Libra and this person. Justice. So justice is being served, and you're the one serving it, Libra. Yeah. Whatever you spoke to this person brought about that justice. It brought about the balance. Had something to do with the decision. You made the decision to bring balance into this situation, and you sure did. And now this person is sitting back and they're thinking about everything that you've said. And they're thinking about you. Let me see. Show me what's affecting this connection. Some of you could be dealing with another Libra. We have the Seven of Wands. Very defensive energy between the two of you. There could have even been an argument here, or some kind of a conflict between you and this person, because I'm seeing things going back and forth rapidly, back and forth. So I do feel like there may have been conflict here, but you're standing your ground and you're moving on. Unfortunately, this person has gone into emotional shutdown, and they're standing their ground as well. Excuse me. So there is this energy of kind of a standoff, but you're basically saying, that's fine, I'm moving forward. And they're basically saying, that's fine, I don't care. but they do. So let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Libra. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. All right, so in the outcome, I feel like this person kind of clams up. They pull their emotions, their feelings back. They're not investing in the connection at this point, and there is a lack of communication from their side. On your side, you don't seem affected by this. Your energy here is showing up as being extremely balanced, extremely strong, and I feel like you're just doing you, basically. But that being said, you do feel there's unfinished business. There's things that have not been said. This person is not good about providing clarity, and I do feel that you feel there's a lot that's still left unclear here. So, interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. This could be a soulmate you're dealing with, or this could be somebody that you've known for a very long time. There's definitely something to do with past energy, past history. And with the Six of Cups, that is a card of love. That is cups. It's a card of, it's like a gentle kind of love. And that is underlying this reading. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Knight of Swords here for Libra? Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. All right, so yeah, some of you may feel that you owe this person an apology, or that they owe you an apology to bring balance to the situation. But some of you actually have somebody new in your energy, and that's where the justice is coming in. You're kind of weighing up the pros and cons of somebody new. Some of you could have juggled this person and someone new in your energy as well. But I do feel like, you know, you're finding that balance. You've got the Two of Pentacles twice. So I do feel like you are definitely finding your balance. Some of you, like I said, have something new that is beginning here. Let me see the Chariot. Show me the Chariot. I like that you're finding your balance in the situation. I do feel like you have feelings for this person. There are emotions that are here. Show me the Chariot. Judgment and Temperance in reverse. You're trying to use good judgment in the situation. I feel like you're basically saying, you know, I argue with this person a lot. There's these power struggles, these standoffs between this person. I'm always having to defend myself, and it creates a lot of instability, a lot of emotional imbalance. And so you're deciding to move forward. Now, if you could have what you want, it looks like you would reconcile with this person. But because of the imbalance that's here, because of the conflict that's here, it looks as if you're saying, you know, if this can't be healed, I just have to move forward. So it does look like you are moving forward, but it wouldn't be your first choice. Let me see. Show me the bottom energy for Libra. And like I said, there's this energy of having known this person for a long time. The Strength card is actually clarifying the Strength card. So Libra, you are very, very strong. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. There you are. You've stepped into your power for sure. You're being very clear. You're being very honest. You're very balanced in your energy, very strong. You're definitely looking at your own stability. You're creating your own stability here. It looks like most of you are doing well financially. You're really looking at balance and stability in your life. You're empowering yourself. So I do feel like your energy is exceptional. And I like that for you. I feel like you've worked a lot on yourself to overcome these things. You're also manifesting. I see you manifesting primarily with regard to your money, your finances, perhaps within your job. But there is that balance here where you're also manifesting on the home front as well. Stability is very important to you. King of Swords here, you're being direct, you're being honest. You're open to communicating with this person as well. Let me see their energy. Show me the Four of Cups for the person in Libra's energy. All right, we have the Ten of Wands reversed. We have the Ten of Coins in the reverse. This person is definitely feeling the loss of this connection. They want to work through the problems. They want to resolve the problems. This person has been feeling rather overwhelmed. So they sit and they brood. They think about things and they brood. I definitely feel like they want to work things out with you. They want to bring balance to the situation because they're feeling a deep, deep sense of loss. This person could feel very unsupported by close friends or family as well. Let me see they could also be having some financial problems and they're wanting to end that. If so, that is ending for them if they're having financial problems. Why is the Queen of Cups in reverse? Show me the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing feelings are complicated. So they may feel like feelings are very complicated. All right, Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So they also have the Ace of Swords reversed in the outcome. This person in your energy, I feel like they've pulled back. They're very hurt. This person is extremely hurt. There's a sense of them feeling heartbroken. I am seeing that there could have been some third-party energy. The truth that you spoke could have been about a third party. And if so, that third party, it would be on their side, it looks like. That third party, you may have spoken the truth about this in order to bring balance. So this person could be involved elsewhere. And if that's the case, they know that they have to end that, which would be a long-term connection in order to resolve the problems and bring balance between the two of you. So this is what the conflict looks like it was about. This person also is realizing that this lack of clarity is what has brought on the heartbreak. There's a lack of clarity about feelings and emotions. They have feelings and emotions, but they're not sharing them. They're realizing that there's been lies, there's been third-party energy here. So this person is kind of pulled back. They're not sharing, they're not communicating. They're not sharing their feelings and emotions at all. And they are feeling very hurt. Feeling very hurt about the conflict between the two of you. Let me see the Seven of Pentacles reversed. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups reversed. We have the Five of Wands reversed. They want to resolve the conflict, and they know exactly how to do it, but they're not doing it. So they know what it would take to resolve the conflict, but they're not doing it. They're kind of keeping to themselves. They're not investing in the connection. They're not communicating. They're sitting here nursing hurt feelings. Even though they don't want to have conflict with you. They may also be avoiding further conflict. Let me see the energy between Libra and this person. Show me the energy between Libra and this person. Yeah, they're not putting any effort in at all. All right, so we have the Eight of Coins reversed. We have the Six of Wands reversed. You're just asking for something that is balanced and equal. You may be hoping to get an apology from this person, or if not hoping, you may be saying, yeah, I think you owe me an apology. I do feel like you've decided that this connection is not going to be successful. It cannot be worked out. You do want balance in your life. Balance is very important to you, Libra. And so I do feel like you may be moving towards someone new at this point. Now, the person that's in your energy, they want to resolve the problems. They know exactly what needs to take place to resolve the problems. They've been thinking about all of this. They want to balance it out. and yet they're not putting any effort into doing so. So it's like they just kind of sit around and think about it, sit around and think about you, and yet they are not putting any effort into doing anything about it. Let me see this Seven of Wands. And it's not really telling me exactly why this person is not. Show me the Seven of Wands. Show me what's affecting this connection between Libra and this person, please. The Magician, the Emperor, and the World. All right, so there's been this conflict between the two of you. You're both kind of at a standstill, neither one budging. I feel like you have decided, Libra, that you're going to take charge of your life and you're going to move forward. You're going to manifest what it is that you want. Some of you could be business owners, or you could be in a position of authority. But I feel like you're recognizing that, you know, this relationship, even though you would love to have this relationship, it's extremely unbalanced. And unless it's healed, it's not going to work out. It's going to be unsuccessful. And I don't see this person putting any effort into healing this connection. And so you're basically saying, I have to move forward. I'm going to take control of my life. I'm going to manifest what it is that I want. And what I want is not too much. You're standing up for yourself and you're stepping into your power. Now, this person in your energy, so you're definitely taking control, but you're taking control of you, not this connection. Now, this person that's in your energy, I feel like they feel very hurt by whatever took place in this conflict. Whatever truth that you spoke, it hurt this person. So their way of dealing with that is to basically pull back and not communicate, to think and to dwell on it. This person is an overthinker. They're not sharing feelings, sharing emotions. They're not putting any effort into it. They're basically just manifesting an end to this. It's like they want to sweep this under the rug and then have a new beginning, but it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. This person could be an Aries or could be a Gemini, but I feel like this person just wants this to go away. They want it to go away and just, like it never happened. And that just doesn't work. So in lieu of that, they're watching you move forward. They're feeling really hurt, so they're just withdrawing. So let's see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Libra. They could also be saying, that they're going to have to put an end to this connection and move forward. I do see that energy here as well. Show me the outcome for Libra. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. You're both very drained by all of this. I also feel like, there is love here, but nobody's expressing it. The Hierophant and the Four of Wands reversed. So I definitely see that there's an ending here. It's a very draining experience right now. I do feel that with the Hierophant, now you might be dealing with a Taurus, but with the Hierophant here, I do feel that you're gaining your balance here, Libra. You're working on your own stability. You've kind of come into your power. You've taken control of your life, and you've reached the balance that you were, trying to move towards. Some of you could be, counselors of some sort, or you could be in counseling or receiving counseling or listening to somebody, likely a spiritual person, who is giving you some advice on the matter. But ultimately, I feel like right now you're committed to you. And I also feel like you do feel that things are not over between you and this person, but I'm also seeing that you spoke the truth about a commitment, and I believe that's what this person is involved in. And I feel like you did speak the truth, and you're basically saying, I cannot pour into your cup until you know, you resolve something to do with this commitment, and it's not over. So you spoke truthfully, and a lot of you are deciding to move forward. There could be someone new, and if so, that new connection might be leading towards a commitment as well. So in their energy, I feel like this person is still very withdrawn. Their energy is telling me that they are somewhat drained. They are feeling a lot of pain, and whatever that is, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to share their feelings and emotions. They're emotionally shut down. They don't feel like this conflict is over, even though they would like for it to be. But make no mistake that this person, even if they're not telling you, they could be acting like they don't know what the problem is. They do. They absolutely do know what the problem is. There's no confusion here. They're trying to create confusion in the situation, but the confusion has to do with the lack of stability in this connection, and they don't want to discuss it. There's an ending here. You're saying the same thing. You know, you're saying you're already committed elsewhere, and they're saying, okay, well, I know what I would have to do in order to have a new beginning with Libra, but they're not putting any effort into that because they know that they would have to end something elsewhere. Now, ironically, this person feels there is no competition to you. They do. And I do feel like, this person, they may feel that they've made the wrong choice here. So they don't want conflict with you. I feel like they're avoiding that conflict, but they know they have to end something else. So they're gonna stay removed. They're gonna stay removed, at least for now. And a lot of you guys are moving forward. So bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And that is in their energy. It's underlying energy as well, and it shows a lack of investment. So somebody in your past, Libra, is not investing in the connection, but they're playing the victim when you came out and directly confronted them. And so I'm surprised that the Devil card didn't come out here. They know that they would have to end something elsewhere. They don't want to talk about that. And they may even be pretending that they don't know that, but they do. And that's the reason they're not committing in this connection. They're not investing in this connection. So, all right, I'm going to pull a oracle card for Libra. I mean, this looks like a little bit of a mess, if I'm being honest, but your energy is actually coming out as being extremely strong. So you're moving on from this, Libra, and I feel like it's made you stronger, but it was difficult getting there. All right, yeah, number 19. So this condenses to a 10, telling me that you're ending a cycle here. Your card is called Dragon's Lair. So let me read that for you. You are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is a greater value in risk-taking than in remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. Yeah, I told you, a lot of you guys are moving forward, and there's somebody new that's in your energy. All right. I hope, and it could lead to commitment, by the way. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Libra. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Libra, Know that you are loved, and namaste.